Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. And before we get to our guest today, we have a big shout out for Living Sisu. Living Sisu is a platform and app that wants to give you all the tools to have success in your sport. Their main objective is to activate your lifestyle. So it's for active people. Enjoy discounts at companies like BioSteel, 30% off, Body Logics, the Goalie Guild, all his books are discounted. Roan, Lululemon for men, 20% off, online stretching programs with Eccentrics, 1 full month free. They got super silent massage guns, 20% off those. And it's a great quality. It's way less expensive than a Theragun, and it's great quality. So there's so many more discounts that you guys will need to just become a member to see. So they want to provide you with anything you need for success. So come join the community. I'm a part of it. A bunch of other athletes are a part of it. So it's free to join. It takes 20 seconds to get exclusive offers to your sport, and it's definitely worth it. So do us a huge favor and go sign up for Living Sisu's membership. It's free, takes 20 seconds. So go do it, and we'll see you there. Living Sisu is a great company. We know one of the co-founders, Zach Fricali. He's a great guy. He's the co-founder. He does a lot of live streams on Instagram at Living Sisu, with a bunch of elite athletes, and you learn a lot from like the athletes' determination, their resiliency, everything to what made them become successful. So it's been a great experience so far. So go on. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So go sign up.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. I'm Jack. In today's episode, we are joined by a very special guest, current professional hockey player Evan Carroll, and a good buddy of mine. He's currently in Germany in Pforzheim right now with the Pforzheim Bison. He spent the last 3 years or 4 years before this in the MIHL in the Michigan Independence Hockey League with the Gaylord Snow. And he also spent last year in the FPHL with the Watertown Wolves for 11 games. Spent 3 years in Davenport University before playing pro, and then he played prep school hockey at Northwood School before that. So I'm very excited to get you on, Evan. So welcome to the show, Evan Carroll.
Hey, thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah, of course, buddy. It's been a great episode in the making, so I'm just excited to have you on.
Yeah, seriously, I'm glad to finally get on here.
Yeah, absolutely. But you started a new journey recently with traveling to Germany. So like let's just get on the hop and get right onto that. Like what was that like? Because you were playing with the Gaylord Snow and the MIHL before that for the past couple years. So like you're in Germany right now with the Pforzheim Bisons. So like let's hear the story there.
Well, I always kind of knew I wanted to play overseas, even in college, just because I felt it fit my game a little better. Bigger ice. I'm not a huge player, so more room to skate's always good for me. And yeah, I mean, a lot of it was just doing your own groundwork. Like, there's a lot of teams. You can find their contact information, you can find their coaches' emails, everything, and like it really is just about you gotta hit up everyone. You gotta be willing to like take risk, and you gotta let them know like, hey, like I would be willing to like come out for a skate or something sometimes. But
Yeah, that's huge. And like I like how you said it fits your game because you're the skill guy, so it really fits your game and everything like that. Like so like what's it been like seeing that transition going from North American hockey to Germany?
it's been pretty good so far. We had our first practice last night. I was fresh off the plane, so I can't say I did too well, but it felt good to get on the ice
Jet
with the
legs.
boys. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, felt good to get on the ice. All the guys are real chill. Couldn't fully understand them. The coach was explaining the drills afterwards in English real quick to me because like, hey. But yeah, it's been a good time so far, and all I've really learned so far is that they love their beer over here.
There we go. That's good. You're especially you're gonna take that any day of the week. Beer is the way to go.
Yeah, especially the German beer.
Yeah, that's for sure. But like before that, you were in the MIHO with the Gaylord Snow. So like, what were some of the biggest things you learned to help develop your game over the last couple years in the mill?
Well, a lot of that is just again, it's just a lot of perseverance. We have a lot of guys who are looking to move to the next level, and I can't think of one of them that doesn't skate on their own time more than we practice. It's unfortunate because you have to have a normal job. You can only have so much free time in the day.
Yeah.
But if it is your goal to make it to that next level, you just got to take it to your own hands. I know my buddy Q, he would get up at 5, get a workout in, get a skate in. And by the time he's at work, he's already done everything he needs to do for the day, and he's still looking to get better. And it's nice. When I was up, I would be skating a little earlier, because I worked at the golf course this summer. So it's well, I start at 6. If I want to skate, rink opens at 5. I got one choice here.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice. You get a text from him every so often. It's hey, what you doing? I'm oh, you grinding too? Good to see.
Yeah, that it's always fun and good to see guys that are skating on their own time. I know you, me, Q, and I can name a few more that that we're really close with that skate all the time and just work to get better. But it's a developing league, and I love seeing how the league has developed throughout the years. I know I was only in it for a year last year, but just to see how it grew from 2020 to where it's at now is pretty incredible.
Oh, it's wild. The first year in the league was it was actually because COVID canceled all the pro seasons for the most part. So it was one of the few leagues that was actually able to play. So our first year we had a lot more people coming down just because they wanted somewhere to skate. And then over time you could see how it's developed and slowly grown into something a little bit bigger. And it's actually kind of crazy, but so some of the guys I'll hear about for looking for players and stuff, one of them was actually hey, we need some Euro guys to play in the MIHL. And I saw that. I immediately messaged him. I'm yo, do you know, what do you know about the MIHL? I want to hear what your perspective is from overseas. And they're we heard it's a good development league, and we heard that there's a lot of guys doing a lot of good things and moving up through the ranks. And I just, it's crazy. 4 years in, I didn't think I'd be seeing that, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's great that you saw that, because you were there since the start. So you saw it grow from what it was in 2020 to 2024 now. So that's good. And you're putting up the points there. You're putting up crazy amount of points. I remember last year you were heel dragging guys, going 2-on-1 against me on a 2-on-1 break with Q, and two of the most dangerous guys to do it. And I don't think you guys scored, but you guys got pretty close.
Oh, I know exactly which player you're talking about too. Yeah. No, you made a crazy save one.
But those are the best memories, when you're playing against your buddies, and obviously when you're on the ice, it's all business and you're trying to help the team get a win. But off the ice, everyone's a bunch of beauties, and you're just hanging out with them every second of the time you get.
Oh yeah, and especially with the mill, there's so many players that are starting to come through. One of my teammates that I was at Carolina's camp at the start of the year, and one of the kids I actually live with, same house, he signed for Kalkaska, and I played him last week, and I was yo, how'd you find your way out to Michigan? You're from BC. And he's they said it was a good place to come play. I showed up, and I've been loving it ever since. I was small world, man. It's crazy the players that you start you're seeing funnel through. And so for instance, we have Brennan Brooks on our team. He's got 250 AHL games. Guy played for the Wings a bit on their I don't remember exactly what he called it, but he was basically the first call-up squad back when they made their cup run. Yeah. And then I think he spent 20 years in Europe too, and it's you're watching this guy, he's 46, he's in better shape than me. I'm oh my god,
he can still play and everything.
Yeah, and you're just you're watching it, you're dude, I gotta train with you. You gotta get me better. This is wild. But it's great that for a lot of the guys that have played pro and just they can't do it the full time anymore, but don't want to play competitive. It's a great level, and for those that are young enough that they still are looking to move up, it's even better for them.
Yeah, it's great for development, but it's also great to stay in that competitive hockey shape and just to have that competitive hockey edge, because it is gonna come to an end at some point. But just be able to be competitive and still be in a league that's actually structured and all that is huge.
Yeah, and I think another huge thing is that it's a big difference just because you the free ice, you get sticks, you get sponsors, you get some depending on which team, of course. Yeah. But there are a lot of benefits to it on top of you're just playing much better hockey at like a serious level. I know a lot of my friends, I'll see like the Facebook posts, they're like, oh man, missing it. Oh, what I'd give to have one more time on the ice. I'm like,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, hey, I'm not telling you to upend your life, but like they do have leagues like that across the country. And like, if that was what you want to do, you can definitely look into it. But obviously not everyone has that ability. I fully understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, 100%. But like also throughout like the time in the MIHL, you also were in the Federal Prospects Hockey League last year with the Watertown Wolves, and you're at Carolina Thunderbirds camp this year. So like, what were those experiences like, and just learning the FPHL game after the MIHL?
It was definitely a good step. A faster league, more organized for sure, just because they have more resources and they've been
Yeah,
around forever. It's really nice to be able to go into an organization that, like they'll look at you the first day and they're like, hey, like we are here to play hockey and this is professional. You can either be a professional or you can get out.
yeah,
And I think the quote that still resonates to me today, Matthew Brown from the Wolves last year, he was, I can't remember what was happening. It was a rough practice. Boys just weren't making the passes. And he just blew up one day. He's like, what the fuck? You're either in or you're in the way. Slams his stick. Everyone's like, oh shit. Immediately starts snapping passes. Like everyone wakes up. And it's like, that's the mentality you got to have sometimes. And
yeah.
it's not that like, they want to push you. Like everyone's looking to move up. Like it's not, yeah, you're out there for a skate, you know?
Yeah, everyone wants to get better. Everyone wants to move up. So if you want to move up and get better, you got to put in all the work in and give 100% every shift, every pass, everything.
Absolutely. And just playing with people like better than you or like just with different skill sets than you as well. Like it really opens your perspective of the game. Like you can tell I'm not a huge hitter, but like playing in the Fed, I had to throw the weight around a little more
Yeah,
just because that's the play style a little more. It's and it expanded my game a little bit just to like be like the head checks, like strong on your feet stuff, and like honestly, it's a lot like the like just staying low and just being ready for that kid who's way smaller than you still just come run you.
so yeah, you got to give some more than you were willing to do before. That's for sure.
Yeah, they had some tough guys in that league and they had some good players too.
Yeah, absolutely. But what were some of your favorite memories in the Fed?
Give me a sec on this one. We had some fun ones. Um, honestly, just chilling at the apartment with a lot of the guys. Like, I know you know a few of them, like Lincoln and everything. He's a beauty, and like
Yeah,
Lordy, great guy.
beauties,
But
all
really, like,
beauties.
yeah, but really, like a lot of it is just like the off ice stuff. You're not gonna find that anywhere else, and like it's awesome. Like getting to wake up, going to practice every day. Like you wake up with like yeah, I got to go skate today. This is my thing. But it's also really cool that like when you're done, like that's your family. Like you're still with them. Like they're not
Yeah.
going anywhere.
Yeah, you're just chilling with them every single day, and no matter if you're switching houses to where you're gonna go hang, like those are the best. Like going for food after practice, Chipotle, Moe's, wherever.
Yeah, and like you get so close so fast. Like I
Yeah,
like you said, I was there 11 games, and I still talk to like some of the kids I met there like daily. Like we knew each other for a couple months, and like I'd say they're some of my better friends.
yeah, absolutely. It's crazy how close we can all get, like in a matter of weeks, days, even.
When you get in bag skate, it'll wake you up real quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's for sure. But after your pro, I know you have to go in a little bit, but after your or before your pro career, you played 3 years at Davenport University. So like, what was your time like in Davenport and just playing college hockey?
Well, honestly, it was an interesting experience. So I was originally going to go to Lebanon Valley, like at a high school, but like I said, like I'm not a huge guy. The coach looked at me and said, "Hey, like I'll be honest, you might get 2 games this year. You might get one. Like we have players that have just been here a while. We have bigger guys, we have faster guys, and like I'm not gonna lie to you." So I was kind of looking at it. I was trying to find somewhere to play juniors, and my buddy's dad actually, from my buddy's dad from high school, hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, have you heard of this school? Fully funded program. They take it very seriously. They're always nationally ranked, and like I think it's a good step if you want to like go to college, get your degree, and but still play hockey." So I went there, and first year was rough. I won't even lie. We went like 4-21 or something. It was probably the worst hockey season I've ever had in my life. But
Like nationally ranked to this?
yeah, I was like nationally ranked who? Like, and then the next year, what do you know? Like just wagging. Like, but like the next 2 years, I think we were like top 5 ranked, which was crazy because yeah, you go from not even winning 5 games in a year, and it's like, oh, we're good now. Which I gotta say, a lot of recruiting and stuff, but yeah, it was a good experience. We skated every day, practiced or worked out most of the time. Like we had this guy Big Jim, ex-military guy, and he's no bullshit. So you're going to workouts, he's gonna make sure you're hustling, make sure you're sweating, and like he'll even tell you, is like, I don't have to be here, guys. Like I'm tenured, but like I want to see you guys get better, and like I want you guys to improve. And I don't know. Obviously, some kids aren't thinking like that mentality in college, but it kind of does like change your mind like slowly as you're doing it. You're like, this is getting like these workouts are getting easier. I've been doing them so much. Like I can see myself getting stronger and faster on the ice. Like I don't have to like it, but like it is good for me.
Yeah, I like you said, you don't have to like it or anything, but like you're still putting the work in, you're still gonna get the benefits, and like it helps your hockey career overall.
Yeah, our coach's favorite saying was "embrace the suck."
That
Yeah,
that is probably the most important part you'll hear is embrace the suck of anything you do, because you'll get a lot of benefit from the resources, the skating, the bag skates, the off ice workouts, like everything like that.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
And it was cool too because a lot of the guys, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of Davenport grads go on to play like in the
yeah.
Fed, the SP, the Coast. Like a lot of them are looking to go overseas. Like it's one of those like not talked about things, but like they're a pretty good like development like school for just generating players that want to play professional hockey, even if it's not in the NHL. Like
Yeah.
so, for instance, Reeder, like Brad Reeder, good buddy of mine, Corgs. You got McCarthy. Like I could go on for hours. Like Q went to Davenport.
Everett Thompson went there
Yeah,
too.
everyone. Yeah, like there's so many Davenport grads around, and like I don't know. It was kind of funny. We actually have a running joke that like it's not like whenever you come up in a game, like who's the Davenport grad gonna be? Like you're gonna play an alumni somewhere.
Yeah, it's good that, because it's kind of like an expectation then that you're gonna go play somewhere after college ends. So like, it's no BS or anything. You're not gonna, oh, it's just college hockey, it's just ACHA, but you're actually trying to like go play pro and go up the professional ranks.
Yeah, you could definitely see like the mentality was different there than some of my friends who went and played club. Because like we'd play some schools closer to home. I'm from Philly, so like we play like Penn State, we play Westchester, sometimes like the schools like that, and they didn't even want to be there. But like the second period, they're like, guys, like I just want to go have a beer. Like I want like we have a party tonight. What, like you're kicking our ass. I don't want to do this.
Like,
And
stop
like
scoring.
meanwhile, yeah. Meanwhile, our coach is like screaming down our throats, like these. This is embarrassing. You guys are playing like trash. And we're up at like 6. It's like, well, like
Should be on
expectations are different.
15.
Yeah, literally. But like, it's just a mentality thing. It really is because like, it doesn't really matter where you're playing. If you want to get better, you'll make yourself better.
Yeah, exactly. What was that transition going from prep school hockey to college hockey?
Honestly, it was probably the easiest transition I've had so far. Just because, I mean, I've been living on my own since I was 16, so
Yeah.
it's not like that was a crazy jump for me. And uh, like I said too, our first year we weren't too good, so it was nice to come in. I could adjust to the level a lot faster. I got a lot of playing time and was able to was able to move into a good spot. But yeah, like I thought it was a good stepping stone for me. I was not, I definitely was not big enough my first year, and I was able to just put on some weight, like really get the legs going a bit. Because honestly, that's all it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get those legs.
Yeah, exactly. So like Northwood was a good school to like develop yourself for that college hockey game, and then just grow overall as a player and an athlete.
Northwood was ridiculous, dude. Like I don't even know. So the kid who lived next to me my senior year, got drafted to the show like when we were there at school together. He's playing in I think he might be. I don't know exactly where he is now. He might be in the East Coast, but he was on Henderson for a couple years. Jack Dugan.
I
Um,
skated with him last year when I was skating with the
oh,
Wolves, because he was that in
really?
Chicago.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a funny
Yeah,
guy.
he is. He's a
He
great
used
player.
to, oh my God, he's ridiculous. Like I think he had 2 points per game his senior year. And then so like other kids, I played with like Matthias Samuelson a little bit here and there. But he's on Buffalo now. And I remember I was like, this kid is 14 years old. I was probably like 16 at the time. And I was like, yeah, I'm not like, this kid's ridiculous. Like this is like the hardest shot I'd seen in my life at that point. And I was like, and it's just
That's
you
wild.
see, yeah, you see that level of skill, and it's crazy. Like you're kind of like, all right, well, how do I get there? What do I have to do to get to that level? And yeah, I mean, I think my senior year there were probably 6 or 7 kids committed Division I at that point, and then like each year there's at least 2 or 3 that are going somewhere. It's a it's crazy, but it's a good school that you just will never hear about.
Yeah, it's crazy because like once you have guys like that, like it pushes everyone else from top to bottom to get better, and like it just brings the team morale overall up more, or like it brings it even more, and like you just every day you know what to expect because you want to get better, and they're gonna push you to the highest limits that you can.
Yeah, and especially because it was crazy. Like they brought in some kids. My first year, there was a kid played on Orbo in Sweden the year prior, and then came back to high school. And
Wow.
I was like, you were playing where? Like you did what? And yeah, he's still playing now. And it's just like these kids they thought the education was more important. They knew that they had hockey, and it was cool to see like their focus was on hockey, but like they did
Yeah.
value their education as well. And whether they're going to use it now or not, I don't know. But it was
Yeah,
good to
but
see
hey, at least they have it, so they can go
exactly.
back on
And
it if they ever want to.
yeah, and it's rare to see someone who's like really good and hardworking in one aspect of their life and just
Yeah.
not in all facets. Like it's got to be a across the board thing. You're going to give 100% in all things or not. Like it's one of the things
Yeah.
that you were able to pick on like early. It's like, oh, you're going to the gym now? I was going to take a nap. Okay, I'll go to the gym. Like that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely. The little things that really make the difference there. But
Yeah, absolutely.
last question. What's some tips and advice you give the younger generation looking to get better?
Um, I'd say the biggest one is make sure you're just working in the off season. Like I always say, like if you're skating twice a week, you'll be lucky to retain your skills. So if you want to skate at least 3 times, I think. Personally for me at least, like I notice if I skate once a week, I'll get on the ice. I can't stick handle. If I go twice a week, kinda like I kind of can do what I could do last week, but like you can tell like you're not better than where you were. Like the goal is to always be better than the day before. And if you're always trying to play catch up to where you were, then you're never going to exceed that.
Yeah, that's some great advice, and like you're just trying to get 1%, 2%, 3% better every single day. So if you just like I feel the same way, whereas like if I don't skate at least 3 times, like I just feel slow, I feel sluggish, and it's like I just got to be on the ice consistently to get better and to feel good about my game.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's the fastest game out there, and like I haven't played goalie, but I can only imagine that if you're not seeing a puck like come past your face 90 miles an hour, like at least a few times a week, you're probably not gonna be ready for it when it happens. Like
Yeah, it's
I'm not ready to
definitely
beat it there.
definitely gonna feel weird, feel off, but you just gotta retain whatever you can, especially skating 3, 4, 5 times a week that we get to. Like it's super nice, and you obviously get better. Or my main focus is 1% better every single day.
Absolutely, and like I always say, like I'm not good at hockey. I just skate a lot. Like it's one of those things. Like if you're gonna show up every day, you're gonna be skating, you're gonna be working, and like you're not just out there to like mess around. Like you're working on your weak points in your
Yeah.
game. Like you're just gonna get better. You can't not.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get better even if you put the work in, all the efforts into the game. You're gonna get better, and like it's advancing every single year. So you just need to be on pace for that every single time you step on the ice.
Absolutely. It's little things. And
Yeah, absolutely. But Evan, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate your time, and I want to wish you the best of luck with your new journey in Germany, and hopefully we see you back in North America soon.
hey, thanks for having me, buddy. Sorry again, this took so long to get on here, but hey, I appreciate you putting up with me.
Hey, we got it done though, so that's all that matters.